Turn the mute.
Welcome to the service learning orientation, everyone. I want to just take a minute, take a deep breath, really like center yourself and be present in just for the next 30 minutes. There's a lot of good information and a lot of good stories to be heard tonight, and um, so just relax. It's so chill, and we want everyone to be able to gain a lot from this. So a little bit about the service learning program. You can see all of our fun statistics over here is we've been around since 2004 for about 20 years now. And throughout that time, over 7,000 students have gone through our program and had almost 200,000 hours of community engagement. So it's pretty impressive the impact we've had on our surrounding community um, just over the years. It shows we're constantly growing, and we're really happy that you guys are here this semester and can start to add to this. So a little bit more about at the end of each semester, I'm assuming all of you are first year service learning students. So after each semester, we survey everybody who participated in our program. And as you can see, super positive experiences. I'm not the only one who has come out of each semester feeling like their community engagement served them well in one way or another. So go ahead and look. These are survey results from over 2,000 students. So pretty impressive, I think, that we've stayed that high up. So a little bit about what service learning is. It really is the connection between academics and community experiences. So you're going to be in the classroom, but you also get to go out into the community and Marin and the surrounding areas and just really like see what it is in action that you're learning and really gain a lot of meaning and purpose what you're doing in the classroom. So I like it. It's a very multidimensional approach to getting your education. Um, so go ahead and look through the other points just to see. All right, so a little bit about me now. My name is Gina. I'm a senior right now. I'm a double major in social justice and psychology with a minor in pre-law. I'm also an Edge Fellow and a student athlete on the women's tennis team. So this is really interesting for me being in this position now because my freshman year I was sitting on the other end of this orientation, having accidentally joined a service learning course. Um, when I realized I was here, I was actually excited because it seemed like a place where I could learn in the classroom, but also see the real world application of what I was learning simultaneously. So after my first semester in service learning, I was actually doing a hotline for elderly people called I Did Something Good Today, where we were basically just talking to people who needed someone to talk to. And it was right after COVID had hit, and there were a lot of adversities being faced by the older population in general. And I was so moved by that experience because I was like, wow, I'm doing this for a class, but I'm making a huge impact on these people's lives. And I would leave every day just feeling like I didn't waste my time. Like I was really purposeful in what I was doing. And so I had ended up deciding to declare the social justice major, which you'll hear about later, just so I could dive deeper into that service learning role. Throughout my time, though, I've served in several different places. So I also served at Next Generation Scholars, the Public Defender's Office, and Youth Transforming Justice. So I've been able to dive into areas I'm really, really passionate about and learn from people within our communities. Specifically with the Public Defender's Office, I had the opportunity to shadow their immigration attorney and work with one of the clients who had been at risk for deportation because of a like minor traffic citation, and we were actually able to work with him to make it so he wasn't at risk for being deported, but then he was actually on track to get his citizenship, and I'm pretty sure he is now a citizen. So it was just really impactful seeing how we were able to use the legal systems and how I was able to be a part of something that really helped this man who had, spent his entire life in the United States. Going throughout my time, obviously, I started at an elderly hotline and I ended at the public defender's office. So I really was able to use the program to do things that I was passionate about. I wanted to go into law, I wanted to experience different legal aspects. And so I feel really lucky that I was able to do that. And that is going to be my tip towards you guys going forwards into this semester. I really encourage you to look at the different opportunities presented to you for your classes and really finding areas where you're passionate about and where you want to spend your time and make that difference within your community. But I also want to encourage you to center the community while you are out there. So this means like asking questions, really try and dive deeper into the why. Why are you there? Why are they there utilizing the services? What adversities? How might you guys be similar? How might you be different? Just really use it as an opportunity to allow the allow the community to be your co-educator and learn from them. Oh my gosh, I did. I also did youth transforming justice, which is another I was helping case manage for youth going through restorative justice programs. So it helped them get a second chance at getting on the right path. So instead of getting like suspended from school or criminal citation of that sorts, they could go through this program. And so that was thank you, Julia, for the reminder because that was I still work a little bit with them now, and it was a super impactful program. I think they're coming back to Dominican too. So if that sounds at all interesting to you, I have high recs and I can help anybody out if they need it. So if you want to go ahead and get your phones out, or if you don't have your phone, get your computer and go to menti.com. So once you are there, you are going to be asked a question. So what's the first words that come to mind when you think about service learning? Yay, we already have answers. So as they're coming up, I'm going to be able to see them. Community, yep. Oh my gosh, emojis. Community service, yes. Connecting with members, fun, yep. Oh, I love this. Connections, solutions, networks, yeah. You get to meet a lot of people, and actually, one of my advisors or one of my supervisors at the public defender's office just wrote me a recommendation for law school. So, you can definitely, it's a great way to network. Waste of time. Oh, no, definitely not. Hopefully you come out of here with a changed perspective. Um, interesting, self-involvement. Oh, I love these. I can do this. Yeah. Aw. Okay, so next is a little survey. Why did you enroll in a service learning course? Um, let's see. I'm excited to see our poll. Fit my schedule, required for degree. Yeah. Okay, we got some interested in social justice. I see you. I see you. We're climbing. Work closely with community. Experience career exploration. Other. Yeah. See, the fit my schedule, y'all. Guys, I was there too. And look at where I am now. I feel like y'all might be switching categories soon. Thank you for participating in my game, for humoring me. Now I'm going to pass it over to Miss Anna, another one of our Edge Fellows.
Hi everyone, thanks Gina. Well, my name is Anna, and I'm actually a grad student completing my final semester within the occupational therapy program here at Dominican. And I graduated with my undergrads in May, and I had a minor in community action, social change. And I've also just was an Edge Fellow for the last 2 years. So, but I'm still here and supporting any way I can. So my story kind of starts off with unknowingly registering for 3 service learning classes as a freshman. But happy mistakes do happen because I fell in love with being in the community and I just became really passionate about the learning that we would do in the courses. So a lot of my time was spent at Marin City. I helped at the uh, Finders Keeper shop over at Women Helping Old People. I've done some archiving for Performing Stars with Felicia Gaston, and I've also done some tutoring at multiple organizations such as Bridge the Gap and um, Women and the Hannah Project, and that's where I made really amazing connections with the students that I worked with. And so, out of all those experiences, I learned so much about the community and about myself. It was really cool to see the big difference about what I learned and who I was prior to coming into the community and after. And all those experiences wouldn't have happened if I wasn't consistent and present and really learning from the community that I was with. And so, with that being said, kind of what Gina was talking about, your time as a service learner and the knowledge that you're going to learn from your class and from being in your community is just going to help you beyond your time here at Dominican. As a future OT, even though it is heavily healthcare based, um, our job is to still advocate for equity and inclusivity and just understanding who you're working with beyond their diagnosis. And I feel like that can be applied to in any circumstance that you're in. And so the service learning is just going to help me kickstart my practice. So, to future service learners, I think my piece of advice is that there is something special that comes with consistency and being with your community. Being present each week at your site can not offer a multitude of connections and opportunities that we talked about, but also can allow you to increase your knowledge and, yeah, get you to great places. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna pass the hat to Katie Ann. She's gonna go ahead and share her experience.
Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Ann. I'm a junior chem major here at Dominican. I'm also an Edge Fellow, and I also have minors in Global Public Health, as well as Community Action and Social Change, which I'll mention as CAS. So entering my freshman year here, in high school, I had a little involvement with social justice work in general through organizations such as my activist club at school and the climate change advocacy group called Sunrise Sonoma County. And that kind of led my interest in social change in general. And then coming into college, I actually had my first class for service learning, which is cultural anthropology, which I'm sure some of you probably have as well. And that was my first introduction to service learning as a whole and community engagement. And I thought that was a really good opportunity to just get involved in the community again and get to learn different things. So my first community partner was Next Generation Scholars. And then going from there last year, I worked with Downtown Streets team for the full year. And so I never really stopped doing service learning. Ever since I got into it, I took like a semester break and I just continued with it. And it was a really good experience. One of the moments where I was like, wow, this work that we're doing is really meaningful was I, with Downtown Streets team last year, I had the opportunity and privilege to interview someone who graduated the program. And Downtown Streets team is an organization that works with people who are homeless, and they work with them to help them get back on their feet, basically work with social services and other things as well to just find them financial stability as well as housing security. And I was able to meet with someone as a graduate of the program, and I realized like, wow, what we're doing, it's not just going in the community, it's not just like going out and like picking up trash on the in San Rafael, it's like it's actual change. And I got to hear her story, the graduate story about like, oh, what this organization really helped me in the long term. And that was a really influential part of like why I decided to stay with the cast minor. And I really enjoyed that aspect of learning different social stratifications and everything. And that's leading into that. That's why I chose CASC and why I chose to stay in community action and social change. Just because as a STEM student, a lot of my classes are very STEM based, a lot of science based, and being able to learn about different theories, social theories on the structural issues regarding like medicine as a whole or healthcare, that was really interesting to me. And it really showed me a different perspective of things. And it developed my social integrity as a person, as well as being able to identify different structural issues. And so a piece of advice for all of you going into maybe your first service learning class is just to be involved. I know like going there and everything is like, you think that's being involved, but your experience is what you make of it. And what you put into your service learning class and your service learning experience is what you're going to get back out of it. And it's a very important piece to just be aware of it and continue going, be active, participate. Don't just go and show up, but also go and talk to the people around you as well.
Thank you, Katie Ann. Anna, I think you've got some more information for us coming up.
You got it. Okay, so if you are interested in expanding your knowledge and want to incorporate um, some of this learning that you're going to do into your education here at Dominican, we do offer a few minors and a major. We have the Community Action and Social Change minor and the Latin American and Latino Studies minor. And if you want to major in it, we do have a social justice major as well. So after orientation, you are going to complete some self-paced modules. All 5 of them are based off our service learning program outcomes. So you can find these. This is what they look like. You're going to click on each module. You can find them on the Dominican Service Learning website. What you're going to do is you're going to go through each slide, watch the videos, and answer the questions that follow. And then at the very end of your module, there's going to be an exit ticket that you're going to fill out. You're going to put your email, and we want to make sure you put your email in correctly, because once this is completed, it's going to send a PDF to your email, which you can submit to your faculty. For our website, this is our Dominican Service Learning Students website. This is where you'll find information about your classes and quick access to the major links such as gift polls. This is where you are going to register. Your designated class is going to be found on this page. You're going to click on your class, and you're going to make sure that you are registered on gift polls. Here you can find all the community partners you're going to be working with this semester. And once you click on the appropriate service learning community member that you want to work with, there are going to be more information on them. It's important to check this out because there may be specific requirements like fingerprinting and all that that you may have to do before you go in to work with your partner. And then once you're registered, this is also the place where, right there, that button is where you can register. This is also the place where you are going to record all your hours and write all your reflections after each time you visit your community member. And then here's more information on our service learning program. All right, and here are some practical reminders about your time when you are there with your partners. So this is very fun and hands-on experience. And here is where you want to put your phone away and be present with your partners. You learn so much from your partners being there. You're going to make great connections. And to do that is it's as if you're going in for a job. You are there to set the tone and come back with stories to tell. So to do that, it's best to keep your phones away and out. And if there's certain guidelines, especially if you're going into a school, it's best to ask what the dress code may be, but I would think for casual. And again, we suggest and that you find ways to engage. If you're unsure or if you're feeling like you need more assistance during your time there, don't hesitate to reach out to your advisor who can help you, and always reach out to us too if you need any support in any way. And then if you do see that there's times where you may be sick or where you may be absent, we suggest that you contact your direct supervisor to let them know that you'll be gone. You're presenting Dominican, you're a service center, so we suggest these are great reminders before you come into your partners. All right, and then if you are traveling from Dominican to your partner sites here in San Rafael, we do suggest to keep your receipts to be reimbursed if you are using outside sources to get to your location. Again, this is from Dominican and within the San Rafael area. Perfect. And if you would like space, we do have new offices on the new side of the library. It's going to be the first floor under the Student Success Center. We will do a lot of experiences here. So our fingerprinting will be had there too. And maybe your community partner will have training there. It's also such a beautiful place to hang out, to study, and to meet other service learners as well. Perfect. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to pass the mic to Azan now.
Hi all, I'm Azan. I'm a biology and social justice major. And yeah, when I told people that, they always give me looks on how that works. But I think I've managed greatly because of my time at Dominican. I came into service learning as a disoriented freshman who just was focusing on math and science. I'm on the pre-med track, so I just thought the most important thing for me would just be to get good grades and, try to impress as many med schools as I could as possible. So that's why I took this volunteering class. As soon as I had the first class with Matt Davis, and when I started working with San Pedro Elementary School, I just realized how much impact I was really making with the students. I would go in every Friday and they'd kind of like run towards me and call me Mr. Azan. And every time I was absent, they'd kind of make me feel bad about it next week, asking what I was doing or where I was. So I feel like I really kind of gained this relationship with them. And then as I continued down the service learning path, I was able to declare the CASC minor, the Community Action and Social Change minor. That's when I started doing CASC work. And I actually met my new community partner, which is Rotacare. And I feel like Rotacare has been fundamental for who I am as an undergraduate. I've been working with the clinic that helps uninsured and underprivileged individuals. Rotacare accepts anybody, regardless of their legal status or insurance status. And I can see the work that I'm doing there, even as an undergrad. Obviously, as a physician, I want to help people when I, grow up and go past school. But the fact that I'm getting to do this now is just kind of amazing. And I feel like that's an experience that not a lot of people can do, especially as an undergrad. I'm working with other doctors and I'm also doing administrative tasks this year. And it's kind of crazy to think that I'm doing that as a 21-year-old. But again, that's just something that like is a benefit coming out of service learning. As a fourth year service learner, though, I feel like I do have some tips that I could share with you guys. First and foremost, before you choose a community partner, I feel like you should thoroughly research them. Your professors are going to kind of have like a list as they were explaining when you go to the website, and you could like read those descriptions. You could also like reach out to one of your Edge fellows or even just reach out to other classmates that's probably had that community partner before and ask them what they thought about it, and then see if you could even align with like what you want to do. I mean, I wanted to go to pre-med, so I saw Rotocare and I'm like, oh, this is perfect, you know? But even other than that, if you want to just kind of have something outside of what you're practicing, like I also loved my experience at San Pedro. So, just working with an elementary school or just kind of seeing what you want to work with is really important. Another thing is the GivePulse, which is like a database for all of the service learning work that we do. It connects the faculty, your professors, and even the community partner sites. And it's basically supposed to be something that you reflect with. Your professors have different sorts of assignments, what they want you to do with it, but it's basically just a weekly reflection. And I would highly recommend being on top of that. I know I'm personally using all the hours that I have tracked on there to put into my applications that I am doing for med school, and it's just made work so much easier for me. And that'll end tonight's orientation. I hope you guys kind of learned from all this. A recording will be available if you want to go back to it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, you could stick around and ask. Otherwise, you'll know who your Edge fellows are for the semester. So please reach out and, ask us about anything.
Thank you, Edge Fellows. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And yes, definitely email your faculty or us if you have any questions.